Mr. Kehel, welcome to the webinar.
Thank you, Jay, and thank you to all the audience that are coming here, rather from my audience from Arab area and also from South Asian, and anyone can listen here to us. So, how it gets started? I started in 2000, soon in 2020. Okay, I started teaching about the domain name industry, and then in the beginning, I was just explaining about the inbound, just buy a domain, list it for sale, and then wait until the buyer come to you. After that, I just see that people doesn't have the patience to wait for a domain name. So this is why I started explaining about outbound marketing, because I know but that a lot of people doesn't have enough money to start by buying a big portfolio of domain name and wait until it gets sold. And also, as you know, all of us buy domain name with a USD dollar. And the cost of living in several company, the cost of USD dollar is a bit expensive. So this is why my main focus was on just finding a way that people start selling domains with low budget, and then start getting a lot of sales we using outbound marketing, so that it helps them build their portfolio. So in this session, I will talk about how to find the perfect domain name to sell via outbound. I already made a lot of case studies with my audience, live case studies with my audience, which I teach them how they can simply buy domain names and then sell it quickly via outbound marketing. But before talking about that, let me first talk about an important stuff. Domain names can be sold with three ways. The first one is inbound, which I just talked about it right now. It means you buy a domain, you list this domain for sale, and then wait. This is the traditional way, and this is the real, as you say, the real domain name industry. It sells for a good price, but we will not cover that in this session. The second way is the wholesale. It means that you buy a domain name and then simply you will sell it to another investor, like buy a domain for $10 and then sell it for someone else for $50. And then you make a lot of sale and then you get profit. This is also a good way to get a cash flow. And there is the third way, which is the outbound, which we will cover in this session. The outbound, it means that you buy a domain name and then you contact potential buyers and then you sell this domain name for them. But before talking about the strategies, before talking about how to find the domain name, let us first talk about why people buy the purchase domain name, why people buy this domain. Are just collector that they like buying domain name and then keep it there? Are they any benefits that these people can get when they buy the domain name? Understanding this point, it will simply help you to understand why people buy the domain, and also it will help you to understand what are the domain that we are going to find. Because if you did understand this, all the coming things, it will be very easy. Okay, so why people buy the domain names? Simply, the first reason why people buy the domain name, it's simple: to build a website, to build a blog, to build a website of a company and stuff like that. And this is the traditional thing. A company wants to start it, it will just buy a domain name. But not all people that purchase domain name, they are willing to build a website on it. And not all people buy a domain name just starting out. There are a lot of companies, there are a lot of people that purchase domain name, but they already have a company, they already have a website. So why these people buy domain name? The second reason, which is the most important, is for the upgrade. The upgrade, it means that people will upgrade their domain name. And don't worry, I will explain every point so you will understand all the points right now. Okay. The third reason is the exposure. People buy domain name and then do some things that I will share with you to get more exposure to their brand and to their company. The fourth reason is the brand protection. I also will give you some example. And the fifth reason is the reducing their cost. Now we will talk about some examples so you will understand a bit why people buy domain name. The first reason build a website on it is very easy. You will sell it just to someone starting out his business. He will buy the domain, build a website on it, and start doing the job. Okay, this is very easy. Now let's talk about the upgrade. The upgrade, it is very important because people will buy a domain name to upgrade their business. Let's say, for example, someone has the domain name supercar.net. When they want to upgrade their business, he will buy supercar.com, which means people will upgrade from the .net to .com. There is a company like, for example, existing company named Supercar. They already have a website, they already have an authority, but they will buy another domain just to upgrade their business. Another example, which a company named super-car.com. As always, this company, it will also upgrade their name to supercar.com. As you can see, this is also another upgrade. Another upgrade example is a company that have 3 words: get supercar.com. It will also upgrade their business to supercar.com. As you can see, this is also just an example. We can apply this thing on any kind of domain, and I will show you later on the practical things. I will show you how you can find upgrade domain names. Okay. The fourth example is a company that uses some kind of shortcut like supercar.com. It will also upgrade to supercar.com because supercar.com is a very big and great domain name. It doesn't necessarily that all companies will buy supercar.com, but this is just an example so you can understand. The second reason is the exposure. When we talk about the exposure, here we talk about a company that want to get more exposure to multiple area. So people, they will know that this company exists. They will know that this company have a website, have a place in this world, so people can easily go and find this company. And as an example, a company, flower company that are located in Texas, okay? Let's say, for example, this company is named, let's say, flowers, or like for example, super flower or anything like this. They will simply buy also texasflowers.com and then make a redirect to their company. Doesn't necessarily mean they will change their domain name, but they can redirect their domain name, and then they will get the type in traffic. The type in traffic, it means simply people are going type in texasflower.com and hit enter. Or if this domain name also has some previous backlinks, it will also bring some free traffic to this company. And also, if anyone want to find a geographical area, it will also find Texas flower a bit simple to remember. Another example of the exposure, let's say also there is a company, an airline company, okay, that sell online tickets of flights, like for example, to any place in the world. They will simply purchase onlineflighttickets.com, and also they will purchase, like for example, lowcostflighttickets.com, and then also make a redirect from these 2 domain names to their company. This is also another reason why companies purchase domain name, to get more exposure. So if you do understand these things, simply when we will start practically searching for domain names, you will simply get in your mind this domain can be good for exposure. This domain can be good for upgrade. This domain can be good for example, for reducing cost. Okay. And then you will just think the right way to find the domain. Now let's talk about reducing the costs. When we talk about the reducing the cost, here we are mainly talking about the companies that are doing some kind of advertisement. The companies that are doing advertisement and then paying PPC, paying for each click. Okay. Like, for example, a company that's paying ads on the keyword divorce lawyer on Google. You put, like, for example, divorce lawyer on Google, and then you find the first lines or the first website that write ads. Okay, these companies are paying ads for this specific keyword. So when you purchase a domain name divorcelawyer.com and then you sell this domain for this company, and then this company will do a redirect from divorce lawyer to their website, it means that you can reduce a bit the cost of advertisement. Let's say, for example, each click costs $10. Okay, when you get like at least 10 visitors by typing traffic, then you will reduce the cost of this company of $100. And as you know, in B2B business, like domain name area, B2B business, $100 is a good amount. Also, it can be invested in something else. Okay, and as you know, the domain name industry also can help you to get that. So here is another reason why also people purchase domain name is also the brand protection. When we talk about the brand protection, we talk here about a company that simply has a brand and then might lose some traffic because a similar word or similar phrase. As an example, a company named roofingconsultants.com, okay, they will purchase roofing consultants, the plural, to protect their brand. Why? Because when this company do advertisement and this company gets more exposure and this company gets more known by a lot of people, some people they might get confused, and then rather to type roofing consultants, they will simply put a roofing consultants, and then this company might lose the traffic. So this is why this company, they will also purchase roofingconsultants.com and then make a redirect to the original domain, which is roofing consultants, and then they will not lose the traffic. They will get traffic of the real word and also the misspelled word. Another example of brand protection example is company name, let's say balancenow.com. I give you just some example, and then you will apply this criteria on any kind of domain name. Okay, a company that are named balancenow.com, simply they can purchase balancednow.com. Why? Because some people might think that the name was balanced now and not balanced now. So this is why people and the company will purchase also this domain name to simply do the brand protection and don't lose the traffic. Okay, so now the real question, after you understand why people purchase domain name, now how to find this domain? This is the question. So uh, to find domain names that are easy to sell, there is two ways. I will explain you two ways that I use personally. In this session, we will talk about two type of domain. There are lots of domains, and any kind of domain can be good for outbound. But in this session, I will talk about two type of domain names. The geo names, which is the easiest way to sell domain name because our buyers are very clear, and people can purchase domain name very easy. Okay, no problem. And also there is the exact match domains. This type that we will talk about it this session. This I already have some case studies, live case studies. A lot of my Arabic audience made a lot of sales using this type of domain names. And a lot of my Indian friends, also some Pakistani friends, a lot of friends from all over the world also made a lot of sales using this type of domain names. Now, have we purchased any geodomain? We will purchase any exact match domain? Of course not. There is some kind of criteria that it must be respected so we can buy domains that are fit for outbound. So what are my own criteria that I will use to find domain names? I want you, before sharing the criteria, I want you just to do a disclaimer. This criteria must be respected, yes, but don't respect it on a way just to respect it, okay? What I want to say here, this criteria is to help you find the domain, not it help you to do checklist, because I have seen a lot of people just are looking to respect the checklist without giving any importance to the keyword on the domain, on the niche, without giving any kind of importance to the way of this domain can be promoted and stuff like that. This criteria is to help you find the domain, not to be respected just like you are going to working to respect this criteria. Okay, so the first criteria is the domain must be 2 or 3 words.com, English words and .com only. Sometimes you can work on four words, but it has to have a good CPC, good cost per click and huge cost per click. But mainly 2, 3 words are the best. The second criteria is this domain name can be used for business purpose. This is very important because I have seen a lot of people respecting the criteria, but the domain doesn't have any business purpose. This domain is also is only a domain name that respect the criteria, but it doesn't have any business. So keep in mind that we are selling domain name to businesses. We are selling domain names to companies. So this domain, it must be good and fit their needs so they can buy. They will not buy a domain just because it respects the criteria. Believe me, a lot of people lose a lot of sale. Lots of people lose their money simply because they simply don't think about the business purpose. Okay, the third criteria that we will use is the minimum search volume is 100 and the cost per click is $1 CPC. This is also very important to respect. Sometimes you might find a domain that have, let's say, 90 cents, or like, for example, not a real example, or not exactly 100 search volume. So you have to be flexible a bit. No, don't respect the criteria just like you are doing the checklist, okay? And the fourth criteria, which is very important, is the existing potential buyers. Enough potential buyer. I will not give you a real number because I have seen that when I give you, like, for example, 10 pages or 5 pages or 3 pages, a lot of people just focus on the number of pages to find. They don't think on a real and proper way to find domain names. So remember that the domain name is our product. We are selling domain names. We are doing domain flipping, domain investing. Okay, so the products that we are promoting is the domain name. So give too much importance, give too much value to the domain. When you find a domain name, a good domain name, companies will buy the domain without any hesitation. But when you find a domain name that it is not good, simply you will suffer. Rather, you will sell a domain hardly, or simply you will not sell the domain. So this is why this session, watch it again and again because you might miss a lot of information. Okay, so this is why keep in mind that a domain it is our product. So keep in mind that you need to just focus on finding the domain. So before going to the practical stuff, before going to do it practically and search for the domain. Do you have any questions on these things? Do you have a question also, Mr. J?
Yeah, we have questions in one question is just let me read it out for you.
Okay.
One question is uh, how and where to check CPC from T. Ram Prakash.
How to what?
How and where to check CPC?
Yes, I will share with you. We'll use Google Keyword Planner. And also it's also exists on expireddomains.net, the
Yes.
website that we will use.
So now we can continue with practical as well. And see, on my personal wish, what I want, just say couple of words for the domaining and how someone can earn from domaining in Arabic.
Can you repeat, please?
Can you say something about domaining and how can one can earn from domaining in Arabic language? It is
So
my
you want me
personal
to
request actually.
so you want me to say all that what I have seen in Arabic?
No, no, no. Just couple of lines for the domaining, like what domaining is and what someone can, I mean, how someone can earn from domaining in Arabic. Just 10 or 15 lines.
اوكي. انا لا بفهم صراحة ماذا يريد ان يقول، لكن على العموم بالنسبة للجميع فتجارة الدومينات هو أمر ممكن أن تشتغل به بدون أي مشاكل. فبطبيعة الحال أي شخص ممكن أن يبتدئ هذا المجال، أوكي، وأي شخص منكم يعني ممكن أن يبتدئ فقط بميزانية قليلة جدا والتي هي $50. يعني $50 هي كافية لكي يقوم بالبدء في مجال تجارة الدومينات، أوكي. فهذا ما في الأمر، يعني ممكن تبتدئ ب$50 وهنا سوف تقوم بشراء دومينات، ستقوم بالتسويق لتلك الدومينات كما سوف نقوم بشرحه إن شاء الله في السيشنز القادمة. اليوم إن شاء الله سوف نقوم برؤية فقط كيف سوف تقوم وبكل بساطة بإيجاد الدومين الجيد الذي سوف تقوم ببيعه للزبائن المحتملين. أوكي، فهذا ما في الأمر إن شاء الله. في هذه السيشن سأشرح لكم خطوة بخطوة كيف سوف تقومون وبكل بساطة بإيجاد الدومينات الجيدة، وسأقوم بشرحها بشكل عملي وتطبيقي لكي تقوم وبكل بساطة بإيجاد الدومين الجيد الذي ستقوم ببيعه بكل سهولة. Okay, so let's start and let's begin.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. All right, now let's open this. Okay. So before starting, we'll just share some insights. Okay. See, this post is from my audience. A lot of people from South Asia also come here to this group, so they can translate, because there is an auto translate here in from Arabic to English. So this post simply is sharing the sales. People here come to share their sales. Many people here share their sales from the geo names, the exact match names, and stuff like that. So this is also a good way to find some motivation and also to find some niches to work on. Okay, so this post, I already made it. A lot of people here share their sales, so anyone here can get motivated. Now let's begin the criteria. So to find the domain names, simply we will use two ways or two sources. The first one is expireddomains.net. okay, which is a gold mine for me because you can here find a lot of domain names, okay. And the second way is Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so before starting searching, let's first help Mr. That he searched, asked about the search volume and cost per click. So first you will go here to column manager, okay? Then check this one, Google Ads Global. Then save changes. This, it will help you to find search volume and cost per click. So to find domains, and especially for people that doesn't have lots of money to start, okay, so I recommend that you start with the deleted. The deleted are the hand registered domain that you can start with it. It doesn't mean that they don't have a value. There is a lot of value that you can find using the hand registered domains, but you can also use the GoDaddy closeout here. You can also use the GoDaddy expired domains, but don't get emotionally attached to the domain because you will bid on a domain and you might buy a domain for an overprice. Okay. You can also use the pending delete. You can use here the back order to do it, but this is some advanced stuff. So for me, the best way as a beginner, as someone, if you don't have lots of money, start just with the delete. Now we go here to delete it, then choose the deleted, and then we will try to search for domain that respect our criteria, but in a way that we can do business with this domain name. So to do that, simply we will go to show filter. We choose no adult name, only characters. We choose English word because we are working on English word only. Okay. I choose it only available domains. Here I choose always 200 results. Okay. Then we go here to ECU. And then here in SV, which means the search volume, I will put 100. And the CPC, which is the cost per click, I will put just $1. And then simply we will hit apply filter. After we do apply filter, now, as I explained it just a few minutes back, there is a lot of ways and there is a lot of reason why people purchase a domain name. One of these reason is the upgrade, and one other for this reason to buy a domain name, which is simply the brand protection. So this is very important to understand. So to help us to find good domain name, we will start searching always for domains that are a bit old. When we say a bit old, it means someone purchased the domain, let's say, for example, on 2010, okay? And then keep working with this domain name until it gets deleted, let's say, for example, this year, okay? And then we'll find it and then we will buy it. Why we will buy it, let's say, for example? Simply because from 2010 and to 2000 and let's say 20, a lot of companies wanted to get this domain name, but they find it's not available. They find it taken. So it was forced simply to buy another domain. So when we will buy this domain, simply we will propose this domain to this company, and then they will buy the domain. So it will be a good for upgrade. We will not just search for upgrade, we will search also for the other criteria that we just mentioned. Keep in mind that domain name that when you will buy it, it doesn't necessarily that means that you will find just one buyer. Don't buy a domain name that have only one buyer or just 2 or 3 buyers. Always search for domain that have many buyers. Why? Simply because if this one doesn't buy, you can sell it to another one. If this one also doesn't buy, you can also sell it to another one and stuff like that. It means that you have a lot of people that are interested to buy the domain. So to find domains that are, let's say, old, simply click here. As you can see, WBY, it means whose birth year. Click here, and then it will source the domain from the old to the new. Okay, as you can see, this domain was purchased very long ago. Okay, but as you can see now, we will just see the domains. When you look at the domain, always think this domain can be used for that. This domain can be a business for that. This domain can be good for this niche. This domain can be good for this niche. Okay, always try to think this way. Just you are playing with your mind, so your mind will get trained. And with doing that many times, your eyes also will get trained, um, in a way that you just look at the domain and simply you will discover this domain is good, this domain is not good, and stuff like that. So always keep practically doing that, because when you will do it just for one time, you will not find a good domain from the beginning. It's happened, but most of the time people, the first domain that they will find, it will not be good. Okay, it's happened with everyone. Also me, I purchased a lot of domains that are not good at the beginning, but as I mentioned, just keep in mind that you need to practically do that. Okay, you are learning a skill. This skill, it cannot be learned in the first time. So now let's watch and see if there is some good domain. Here, as you can see here, Nissan can be trademark. For that reason, avoid trademark. Don't buy anything that have trademark to avoid any kind of problem. Okay, so let's say, for example, we find this one, America Hawaii cruise, maybe. Okay, as you can see, also Hawaiian. Can you mute everyone? Okay, okay. Now it can be good. Okay, let's say, for example, we can find like this one, car rentals Baltimore. This one can be good. This is a geo name. As you can see here, this domain was purchased on 2000. Okay, it has 4,000, uh, 8,000 search volume and $2 CPC. It's also good. Don't give much importance to when it gets dropped. Sometimes a lot of domains, good domain name, it gets dropped and no one see it. Not because this domain is not good, simply because a lot of domains drop every day, so people will not see all the domain. So let's say we will work on this domain, car rentals Baltimore. This is a geo name because Baltimore is a city. So the first thing that we need to do is to check if there is some companies that can be good for upgrade. How? Simply we will find if this company has the .NET registered, the .org, the .io, if there is some companies that have 3 words and 4 words and stuff like that. So we will go and put the domain here on .db.com. Okay, so as you can see here, there is a website. Also here there is a website, and also there is another website. There is 3 websites that use the keyword car rentals Baltimore. So it doesn't necessarily means that we will buy the domain. We are just now doing checking. So we need to see if this domain is developed, if there is an existing company that is really existing and doing the business. So to do that, simply we will visit the domain like this and put the .com with it. So we can see if there is a company, if there is a website or not. As you can see here, it doesn't open, so we will wait. We can check the other one also, so to see if there is a company or if there is a website. And also we'll check the other one, just like this, to see also if there is a website or it is a company that might be interested to buy the domain. So this one is not working. It means that there is no website on this domain. Also, this is also just a parked page. And also this one, it's also a parked page. This means that there is no exact people that might be good for upgrade. Is this the only way to check for the upgrade? Of course not. There is some other ways. We use another website, which is namedroppers.com. But this way, we can use the space between each word. like this, car rentals Baltimore. And then we search. If you remember, in .db we find just 3, but here in name droppers we find 4, which means there is another website that might be good also. So we will visit this website to see. As you can see, Baltimore car rental. It means the contrary, the city at the start. Okay, but as you can see, the domain is already owned by a huge domain. A huge domain is a company that I call it the big shark that always take the domains from domainers. This is why it purchases this domain and then this is for sale. So it means that there is no companies that are good now for upgrade. Is this the only way? No, of course not. We will search for Google, on Google as well. As you can see here, there is some results. So to get this line, which means we are searching just like we are in USA, you will need to use a Chrome extension. It's free. This Chrome extension is Ahrefs SEO toolbar. When you use Ahrefs SEO toolbar, it means that you can change here the country. Here, I search in USA. If you are searching on a domain in Canada, you can choose here Canada. If you are searching on a domain name in United Kingdom, you can simply put United Kingdom and stuff like that. So for this reason, we are searching on USA. You need also to check if the company or the city exists where in USA, in Canada, and stuff like that. Okay. So as you can see here, Maryland exists in USA. Okay. So see, this is why I choose USA. Okay. If you are working on geodomains, simply work on USA, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. This is the best places to work on English native speakers. You can, of course, sell domain on other criteria, but this is where people purchase the domain name the most. So you go and search here, and then you can see here, Kayak is a big company that are doing paid advertisements. This also do paid advertisement. This also do paid advertisement. This one also do paid advertisement. It means that this company might be interested. Some of this company might interested to buy the domain to get the geo exposure, just like I just mentioned a few minutes back in the session. Okay, some of these people, of course, they are not going to do upgrade. They are not now going to do brand protection with this domain, but they might be good for them to buy the domain for the reducing cost of ads, of course, and also to do the geo exposure. So now we will go down, and then as you can see, we can find the Google Maps. The Google Maps, it means a lot of companies that are putting their business on Google Maps to get more traffic. So we click here to more places, and then we check how many pages exist. I will not give you an exact number because I know that a lot of people will lose some good domains simply because of this number. So this is why I will say enough buyers. Of course, it will not be 1 or 2 pages. I sold some names with just 1 page on Google Maps, of course, but I will not say that it is I will can see an exception. Okay, but always search for domains that are simply that have some good and many pages. So as we can see, we click here on the 8 page, it doesn't work. It means that there is, I think, 7 pages or 6 pages. Okay, 6 pages. 6 pages, it means 60 potential buyer, maybe. So this domain can be good. So if someone listening to us now, you can go and buy the domain if you want. Okay, it's a gift. So now we find the domain, a geo name. Now let's search for another name, another geo name, or also another exact name, exact match domain. So we go again and search until we find another domain. Let's say, for example, this one, charitable tax education. This is an exact match domain. How? An exact match domain, it means that a domain that have a keyword, and this keyword talk about the business that this keyword do. This keyword, charitable tax detection, charitable tax deducation. I will just mute. Okay. I think someone was typing the domain to try to buy it. Just pay attention to the spelling. Sometimes you might miss a word or a letter. All right. So charitable tax deducation, it means that this business or this keyword talk about the charitable tax deducation. It means it is an exact match. It is not something that's talking about something else. Like, for example, the exact match electric car. When we say super electric car, it means that the super talking about the electric car. Okay, but this one is charitable tax deducation. It's an exact match domain. So as you can see here, it was purchased also on 2000. And as you can see also, there is 4,000 search volume and $3 CPC. It means that this domain have some potential, have some value. So to do that and to do the search, simply we will take charitable tax deducation, okay? And then we try first to check the upgrade. We click here for charitable tax education. As you can see here, educations. There is a company that there is a website or a domain that have the plural. It means that this company might be interested to do the brand protection in case of this company want to do that. So we will take the domain and then we put it here. عبد الرحمن في الكاميرا. And we will go here to you can see that the domain is listed for sale. It means that this company, not this company, but this domain is listed for sale. It have a parked page. It means that this company, there is no existing company. Okay, no problem. So we will take also this domain. We will go to name droppers. We will put the domain here. We will click on education. We will put space between each word to check if there is some companies. And as you can see here, there is also no companies to do upgrade, no problem. So we take this keyword also, we will check it here on Google. As you can see, when you see here .gov, it means government. It means something that the government can do. Sometimes I don't work in this kind of domain names because it has some government things. So as you can see here, there is an org, a company here that are doing this, a company that's using the org. Sometimes, like we say, some organization also use the .org, okay? Fidelity Charitable also .org, as you can see, .gov. So sometimes to find the good, the result, the more results, also try to add here a city name or a state name. Let's say, for example, we put here California. Okay. Like here, California. So just to check if there is some companies or not. So as you can see here, there is no companies. So this domain is good, but I will not work on it. And there is a lot of government things. So there is no need to work on this domain name. So this is why I will just avoid this domain. For people that are putting questions on the chat, I don't read now questions because I'm focused on explaining. Just wait until we finish the explanation and then put the questions, please. Okay. So corporate credits analyzed. Yes, this one can be. It talk about what? It talk about corporate credits analyzation, which means the person who is doing analyzation, who is analyst, he can be good also for this domain. Also, a company that's also doing these things can be also good. So as you can see here, this domain was never put on the archive. This is the archive, and this is when the domain was purchased. This domain was purchased in 2000, and as you can see here, there is 300 search volume and $1 CPC. So to do that, simply we take this keyword and we can do also the same thing. Check firstly for upgrade. There is nothing. So we can also search here. So we can check. There is also nothing, no problem. So searching for domains, it's very important that you can do it. I think I missed a word here. Yes, I missed a word here. Okay, there is nothing. So as I say, take your time searching on domains. Don't go too fast because a lot of time you will miss some domains simply. So as you can see, there is a lot of banks here, as you can see. So to do that, just find the Google Maps because why I'm talking always about Google Maps, simply because a lot of buyers that I sell domain to was from Google Maps. Not necessarily that Google Maps is the only place to find buyers, but Google Maps is very important on my way of searching domain. So as you can, we will put here Texas, like for example, so we can see if there is some buyers or not. I don't find nothing. Sometimes the Google Maps go down not at the start. Sometimes you need also to use the Chrome extension. So there is some jobs. We are not looking for jobs now. We are looking for buyers to buy our domains. So this domain can be also good. You can also contact these people, but for me, I will not buy this domain. Okay, so let's search for another one. So I believe now you understand the way that we are searching for domains, because when you are doing that all the time and always, sometimes even you can search for domains and don't buy, just take domains, put it on a spreadsheet or on a block note file, and then wait until tomorrow, and you can see that the next day simply you will discover that some of this domain you was thinking that this domain was good, but at the end you will find that they are not good. So let's search for another one. Automobile protection plan. Yes, it can be good also for a company that's good for insurance. Okay, so let's search for another one. As you can see, one more thing, I didn't talk about the length. Okay, it's true that the domain, if it was short, it will be best. This is a common thing that it's true. But in doing outbound, there is no problem if you find the domain a bit long, because some companies are working on a long tail keyword. They are working on a keyword that are very long. Okay, this is the first way to search for domain. If you want to search with another way, it's if you want to search for with another way, simply you can search with your own keyword or your own niche. Let's say, for example, you want to search for a keyword like, let's say, contractor, like for example. Okay, contractor, it means someone that are doing the contraction or the contracting of things. Okay, so as you can see, when you search with keywords, it means that you will get less result. This is also a good way to find domain names. Okay, Georgia contractors license. Okay, um, okay, soil stabilization contractor. This one can be also good because it is an exact match. This contractor is working on soil stabilization. Okay, as you can see here, this domain is not that old, but it might be good. It has a search volume, it has a cost per click, and it was just dropped recently. So we take this domain, we take it and put it here again. As you can see here, there is a company, there is a website on the .co.uk. So we take it and we put it here to check if there is a company or not. So as you can see here, here is a company. This company is working on the .co.uk. So this company might be interested to buy the domain .com to do an upgrade. Remember that some companies and some kind of, as you can see, also they have doing redirects also. So they are using the .co.uk to do redirect to their websites. Okay, it means that this company understand the value of the doing also the redirects. It means that they might be interested. Some kind of countries, even they are speaking English, some kind of companies doesn't buy the .com. They believe that, like for example, their own CCTLD, their own extension, it is good for them. But some other companies that are thinking globally, they always take the .com because the .com is the king, simply. So this domain until now it's good. We will take also this domain. If you want, you can also remove the S just to check if there is some other companies. No, there is nothing. So also you can do it here. Okay, soil stabilization contractors. So we just check here, there is nothing. You can also remove the S because sometimes some companies don't use the S, okay? Also, there's nothing, no problem. So now we will just search on Google. All right, now, as you can see, this is the company. It's also using the keyword, even it doesn't use the exact domain, okay? So we just need to find some Google Maps places. So we just go and put here, let's say Miami. As you can see, there is a website. We go down. So just always try to find a Google Maps. If you don't find Google Maps, sometimes you might remove the word, let's say, for example, contractor like this to search. And if you don't find it, you can also search because now we are searching for exact match domain. The exact match domain, it means that can be fit for anyone on earth. Rather, it was in USA, in India, in New Zealand, in any places. Okay. So we just search. So here is the stabilization. Yes, but we are talking now about the soil stabilization, not the stabilization of anything. So if you contact companies, they might say to you, yes, it's stabilization, but stabilization of what? I got some domain that was not sold just because of this. Always try to be more specific when you find domain names. Okay. So we'll do a last search before going to search for the last method, which is the exact match domain or searching for domain on Google Keyword Planner. And then we will change the word. Okay, we'll put like, for example, lawyer. Okay, because lawyer is one of my niches that I love working on it. So as you can see, mail fraud lawyer. It is an exact match. A lawyer of what? Lawyer of mail fraud. Okay. So we take this domain. As you can see here, search volume, cost per click. Firstly, we check the upgrade. There is nothing. We go and search here also. As you can see like this. So take your time. Always take your time when you search in our domain. As you can see here, mail, fraud, defense, lawyers. It can be good for the upgrade because this one is using 4 words, not 3. So we can check. And as you can see, there is no website. It's just a parquet page. No problem. It happens. So we take this keyword like this. Sometimes it give you this one because we are searching with this Chrome extension. No problem. You just remove the cookies. and simply it will work, as you can see. Okay, as you can see now, we can search this website. We need to check if there is some existing companies doing paid advertisements. There is no paid advertisements, but there is some potential buyers. Criminal Lawyer Maryland. Always read the domains. This is the websites, but read the domains. This can be good. We just need to add, like for example, Austin. Always add a city name or any kind of this. Okay. As you can see here, we can find the Google Maps. See, if you find this type of search and you click on next, you will not find page 1, page 2, page 3. No problem. The most important thing that you need to check if there is enough potential buyer. As you can see here, there is 136 results, which means it is some potential buyer, which means this domain can be good also to work on it. It means that when you buy also this domain, you can work on it. At any time, you can change the city. Like for example, here Boston. Let's say, for example, when you finish with Austin, you can find on San Diego, like for example, another city, or you can search with the states. Okay, so this means also this domain is also good. You can buy it and you can start promote it when we talk about this promotion. Now, before talking about the other way of finding domain names using the Google Keyword Planner, now if you have questions about the expired domains.net, please let me know. Jay, if you see any questions that I didn't see,
Yes,
you can send it to me.
I'm just checking out the questions actually. Just wait for a moment. One question from Meg, like what is descriptive and over descriptive?
I don't understand the question. Could you elaborate more?
I think Meg, can you elaborate your question?
You can also put it in Arabic, no problem. I
Huh?
will translate it.
Yeah, you can ask in Arabic.
Descriptive and over descriptive. الضمير الموصوف والمبالغ فيه. ماذا تقصد بالضمير الموصوف والمبالغ فيه؟ Uh, I don't understand your question, Barry.
Did you
Okay,
use any
you
word
are
descriptive?
no. I think he's talking about the exact match. You are
Okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay.
So as I understand, I'm not sure. Are you talking about the descriptive, which is the like the example that I said, the exact match is is the electric car, and the descriptive is blue electric car. I think this is the descriptive that he is talking about. But the over descriptive, I don't understand. Can you please check؟ ولدي يفسد كلمات طويلة يصبح طويل. I really don't understand the question, but listen, don't overthink about the thing. Keep it simple. The exact match, when we are talking about exact match, simply we talk about the domain that it fits the keyword and fit the business. Okay. We are not talking about the lengths. We are not talking about SEO and stuff like that. Okay. How much domains sold in average? Many. I don't reply to this kind of domain or questions, but many. I have real case studies with my audience, and I believe you know that. So there is not some other questions.
This is all the question we have. And one we also, I mean, in Arabic, you can read from make.
Okay. If you guys have some difficulties to put questions in English, just put it in Arabic and I will translate. No problem. Okay. Yes. Can you discussion? Okay. Can you discussion how can we finalize the sales with potential buyers? Because I have okay. You mean how to close the sales? So in this session, we talk about just the domains, how to find domains. Okay. In the next session, in the next section, we will talk about how to find buyers for these domains. Okay, in a third section, we will talk about how to send email, how to reply on objection, how to negotiate on price, and how to close the deals. Okay, we cannot talk about all the things on one session. Okay. What is the downside for buying Munich lawyer? Munich is in Germany. You might test if you want, but as I mentioned, uh, look for English word, English companies, English native speakers. Okay. Now we finish with the expired domains. I hope it's clear. And again, if you have any questions about this, just put it down in the question side. Okay. Now let's go to Google Keyword Planner. So Google Keyword Planner is another way of searching about the domains. Okay. There is Munich in USA. I'm not sure about that, but maybe. Just look, as I mentioned, just look for enough potential buyers. If you find potential buyers that are enough, it means that this domain is good and it fits the business. But try to find these people that are existing in USA. Sometimes people from Germany can also purchase domain name, no problem. But I always avoid the exceptions. I always try to keep it clear. Okay, now stop the questions. We will finish the session, finish the Google Keyword Planner, and then we will come back to the questions later. So let's go now to Google Keyword Planner. So Google Keyword Planner is another tool to find domains and especially to find exact match domains. So now um, to find exact match domains, firstly, I need you to give me a niche. Okay, propose me a niche so we can work on it here on Google Keyword Planner. Real estate, pets. Okay. Oh, okay. Real estate, pets. Okay. So let's say we will work on real estate because real estate is a huge niche, and we can now get the sub niches of real estate, and then again go to dig down on the niche until we find some good keywords. So we take the real estate niche, okay. Okay, let's go here. And as you can see here, English, and here USA. You might search in USA, but you might not choose the USA. You can choose all over the world because now we are searching for exact match names, and anyone in the world can purchase the domain and can also search for the domain. So we put here real estate. Okay, remember, choose English. Don't choose another country, another language, and click get started. Okay, I think there is a problem here. I need to refresh the page. I will just log in because when I removed the cookies, My account was disconnected. Just hold on 1 second. All right. I think it will work now. Okay. So when I remove the cookies, it won't it won't work, but I will make it work. Yes, the screen is off. It will come back in a few minutes. So I hope it's clear. I try to keep it simple. My English is not that good, but I try to make it simple. I hope you guys understand. How to find the brandable domains. So this is another topic. Now we are just talking about the domain that are fit for outbound. Even brandable can be good also for outbound marketing. But for now, because it's easy to sell exact match and geo names, and especially geo domains, this is why we are talking about the geo names and the exact match. Okay. So I don't know why it doesn't want to open, even it's stick like this. Maybe I need to change the browser.
Maybe you can try cognito mode
Yes, yes,
incognito.
I will try it. Yes. Okay. So until it will open, just drop your questions so the time will not be lost. It got freezing now. Health niche, yes, I sold many domains in health niche, but I have seen also a lot of my audience selling domains with the health niche, but I have seen also some other guys that are not getting sales because simply it needs some deep search to find potential buyers in the health niche. But it's also a very good niche to work on it. One more thing, when you are looking for outbound domains, try always to look for domains that are good for service. Okay, services is very good type of domains that get sold. Look for any kind of service and try to offer it to the potential buyer, and they will buy, because simply the services are very like we say, very people want it simply. One more thing, uh, as I mentioned, services is also wanted, but you can also search for some kind of sub niches, dig deep in sub niches, some kind of niches that no one uh, think about it. Okay, sometimes there is some empty niches that no one work on it. I don't say always search for this type of niches, because even if there is some niches that has competition, there is a lot of opportunities there to work on it. Okay, but always try to work on some kind of niches that's undiscovered niches, like we say. So I think really there is a problem here in my computer. Okay, I will try another browser. So maybe I will try Opera. Hopefully. This month is so bad in response rate, problem, creepy. Um Recently, there is the holiday, okay? And people are in the holiday, so you will get a lot of auto replay, okay? Auto replay, you will get it a lot. So I will try now in Opera to see if it will work. شيء حش من العباد الروينة هذا. Okay. What do you think about done lead? Uh, the buyer ask about the price. I will just send him the lead. Yes, might be working, but the problem is the buyer don't know about done simply. So they may think that you are a scammer or you are a spammer, even you are not. So this is why, for me, the best way to send done lead is simply when the buyer agree to use it. So now we are talking about domains. We are not talking about done lead and sending the lead and closing the lead. I know that some of you knows about the information that I just mentioned in this session, but I know also that some others, this is the first time that they hear about it. So just focus and work with no problem. Okay, I think now it will work. All right. Oh, Sorry guys about this. It was unexpected, but I think now it will work. I changed the browser and also changed the email account in Google Keyword Planner. So maybe now it will work. Hopefully. Guys, don't spam on the chat. Guys, don't put the names for sale. We are here to share information. We are not here to sell domains. Okay, now it will work. Okay. So can you guys see the screen? Okay, all right. So we just say that we will work on the reset. So here it's Morocco. Okay. It was half of Morocco, not all Morocco. Okay, we will go here and put real estates. Okay, here, as you can see, French, we'll change it to English. Okay. Someone is playing here. Okay, all right. Now, as you can see here, there is, we just search for the real estate. Okay. After we search on real estate, now we need to go dig down on a niche. So how? Simply, we'll use some kind of filters. First filter, we will search on the competition. We always search for the high competition and the medium competition. Why? Simply because the high competition and the medium competition, it means that people has the money. People will put a lot of money to simply get more benefits. Okay, you can also work on the low. I already sold a lot of names on also low competition, no problem. But for that reason, we will search for apply. For the currency is the Moroccan dirhams. If you see more than 10, it means $1. Okay, so just you will not get confused. 2 dirhams, like for example, it's not $1. But here, check here, top of page build. We click on it. When you see more than 10, it means $1. All right. Here, as you can see here, now we click, we go to do like this. We need now to find some kind of exact match domain. Okay. So we go to find, like, for example, an exact match, not any word that's fit the things. Okay, so we go and let's say, for example, we say we find a domain, luxury homes, like for example. Okay, this luxury home, we will take it and we will put it again. Now we will go dig down and go dig deep in the niche. So we search on real estate. Now we will search on the luxury homes. Okay. On the luxury homes, again, we will go and click here on the maximum top bid, not the minimum. Okay. And then we try to find a domain that it has 2-3 words and can be good for the business. Like you see, luxury custom homes. This one can be good. So we need to check firstly if the domain is available. For that reason, we will use, for example, Namecheap or any registrar. Okay. We put the keyword and search homes. Search like this to see if the domain is available or not. اتصالات المغرب غتحشمنا مع الناس. Okay. As you can see, the domain is taken, is not available. So for this reason, we will search for another one. Like, for example, as you can see, we will not buy domains like this. New home apartment near me. It's very long. Okay. Always search for domains that are clear. Like, for example, luxury estates agents. If you see, the search volume is from 100 to 1K. The cost per click is from 0.7 to $2 and stuff like that. If you want, you can also filter by the keyword. Where is this? As you can see here, you can also search with the word, but no problem. If you want also, you can search just by doing this way. So we go and we put the name here. And then check if the domain is available or not. As you can see, someone already buy the domain and this is for sale for more than 1,000. Okay. The same thing. You go down and search. Let's say, for example, we take this word that we just find and we go dig deep inside this keyword as well. Luxury estate agents. Okay. And try to find some good domains. As you can see, it is there 4 words. Okay, luxury property estate agents. It might be good also. Luxury home estate agents. Top luxury realtor. Try to avoid the word realtor because it's a trademark. Luxury brokerage firms. Maybe. But as you can see here, the search volume is low and there is no CPC. For this reason, we go and click here, average monthly search. So it will give us from the high to low, high-end realtors, luxury property agents, and stuff like that. If you find that there is no enough buyers or there is not enough results, simply you change the niche or you change the word, okay, and stuff like that. So to don't be so this session to not be very long, we try to work on this domain. It's taken, yes, but you will use the same way, okay? So we go again to .db to check if there is okay, to check if there is some companies that might be good for upgrade like this. As you can see here, the .com is taken and also the .com.au, which is for Australia. And also this one is also good. It is a geo domain. Nice. Let's search now on the name droppers. Like this. We put the words and hit search. As you can see, these people are the potential buyers. They might be interested to buy the domain. And now let's search on Google. I don't have here the Chrome extension, but you can use it, the Chrome extension that I mentioned, and you add a city name or a state name. As you can see, search in California. And as you can see, there is a lot of results that can be interested to buy this domain name. So I think now everything is clear. The way is very easy. You take the name or you take the niche, you go dig deep in the niche, and then you find another niche, and then you go again, dig deep until you find some good domains to buy and to promote and to do outbound. Now, if you have any questions also in this, please let me know. If you have a question in the session as well, because I finished all the material, I finished all the stuff, and I hope that everything is clear.
Yeah, thank you for the show. It was very insightful session indeed.
And sorry to make you late. When
Yeah.
I talk, I talk deeply.
Yes, so I have couple of questions in the chat, and what do you think about one word dot another extension apart from dot com?
I believe that the .com is always the king. It can be sold, yes, but for me, I prefer the .com. And as you, as a beginner, stick with the .com until you get experience. Now switch to another extension, but always as a beginner, stick with the .com.
And one more question, I have metapro dot agency. What do you think?
Meta now might suit you for your trademark.
Metapro dot
It's easily.
agency.
Meta now is a trademark word, so you may create a problem.
Yeah, yes, yes. But and dot agency is also not good
Not
to
very
go with
common
it.
extension, yes.
So one question from Prince, I have getrightinsurance.com for sale. This asset is valuable for yours.
I don't buy domains now.
And
I
Snooker
have also some
Baba.
domain for sale if you want to buy.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, Get Right Insurance is good domain. I mean,
Yes.
and you have to outreach this domain to insurance companies or dealers, and you should have right pitch and right concept to sell this domain. Okay, and see,
Yes.
right insurance can become a tool to find insurance for yourself. So you have to give them concept as well. And snookerbaba.com is also good if some company wants to start snooker game app or something like that, then this is good brandable name.
Mhm.
Okay, and which question from Gauravjit, which keyword is good to have luxury property or VIP property in real estate niche?
Both, both of them get sale.
Hmm.
Even some other word, not just luxury or VIP. Some people also buy not luxury or VIP, they can also purchase some middle-size properties in real estate. So no problem. The most important thing to focus on is how many potential buyer exists so you can promote the domain to sell them the domain.
And again, Aresk is asking, I have Meta Pro dot digital. I think answer is same as dot agency for me actually. I think he's having metapro.com as well.
Metapro.com. If you purchase it before it get
Yes,
launched by
it is very old domain. I have seen who is also. If you have metapro.com, then it's a good domain, and I can give you wholesale price for that domain.
this IO also is good.
And question from Ram, what do you think about chiropractor physician
Yes,
therapy
yes,
like
yes,
this
yes.
niche?
It's a good niche. Yes, it's a medical niche.
question from Mohammed. What do you think
By the
about?
way, the word therapy is a good word to use when searching on domains.
And one question from Mohammed is, what do you think about two keyword domains that end in ing? For example, carspainting.com.
Yes, but for me, when I'm searching for domains, I always try to avoid the ing. I always try to avoid the first word in the plural, like
Yes, yes.
cars painting.
Uh-huh.
I like car paints, painter, like for example, like car painting. Okay,
Uh-huh.
cars painting is a bit confused or hard to spell.
Uh-huh. And guys, there's a tip for this as well in exact
हमारे
match
हिसाब से
domain.
आदमी कंटिन्यू
And
करेगी इनमें मेरे से बड़ी नॉलेज कोई नहीं
I have to mute someone, I think. Okay. I mean, there's a tip. In EMD or in Geo EMD domains, you should not include ing
Mhm.
because nobody does that while searching actually. Okay.
Yes,
So
the
that's why cars
continuous.
painting doesn't make sense. And
Yes.
from mail, best websites to build a keyword list from.
Name bio, always check the recent sales. Check also the open corporate to check the word if they are used in the companies, and also check LinkedIn to see also the keywords that are used in the end user companies.
And question from Ram again, domain with in the middle, like lawyer in Texas.com.
I
In.
don't like this. Yes, I don't like the domain that are using
Yeah.
in something for something near me. I don't like this type of domains. It doesn't sell for me. Some of people sells, yes, but I believe this is just some kind of exceptions.
Yes, yes. If you have
So
more
guys, yes,
questions,
question.
guys, you can ask. We have 10 minutes to go.
Mhm.
Can we generate domains using ChatGPT? Yes, we can generate. I have answered this question above. Please check that. And I have to, Kehel, I have to generic questions from the, audience, like I usually do webinars, and I regularly get those questions from the audience, okay, which
Mhm.
I want to ask to you as well. First
Okay.
is, what are the top five countries we should target for EMD and Geo EMD domains? Top
Okay.
five countries.
Okay. As I mentioned just a few minutes, USA, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, the native English speakers.
Okay, for English domain only, right? And what is your thoughts on registering Arabic or French word in Latin script?
You means purchasing an Arabic name with English characters.
Yes, yes, yes. Or
Yes,
French word.
yes. This is what Mr. Adil do from long
Oh,
time ago.
oh.
He registered names in Arabic, but in English characters. He made a lot of sales. It's also good strategy, but it's people need to be patient to do that.
So we would like to hear, his
Mr.
thoughts
Adil.
as well. I would like
Yes,
to welcome him.
yes, Mr. Adil, you can join us. I made a podcast with Mr. Adil in Arabic, so maybe he might be interested also to be in English.
I have asked to unmute himself. I have made him co-host as well.
Okay,
So can you hear us, Adam?
I hope. So maybe he's not here. No problem until he reply to us. Do
And
you
we
have
can
a? The
One
second
question
question.
from Ogyan. I have domain bharatbasketball.com. What's your thoughts, please?
Bharat
Bharat is
basketball.
India's another
India,
name.
new name, yes. Maybe. Actually, I don't work on this type of names,
Uh,
so maybe.
I'm not also, positive about this domain. Okay.
It's
And
on the road.
a
Okay.
question from Meg, what are the best personalization options that work for you in email outreach?
But personalization, you mean hi, first name, last name?
Maybe hi, hello, dear name for
Hi, hello, dear, greeting.
Mhm.
These things, listen, these things are not what makes sales. What makes sales is the quality of the domains and the quality of the end user you are reaching to. All
Yes.
the other things are just complementary things. Okay, so don't focus on tools more than focusing on the domain or the potential buyers.
Mhm. And Rajesh is asking what niches are most successful for you, Kahel?
Okay, I can share, no problem. But I believe if I share,
You
everyone
can
will go now and
you
work
can
on it.
you can hide one or two niche actually.
Yeah. My favorite niche is the law niche, the lawyer, attorney, law firm. This is my favorite niche. The second niche is the roofing niche. Roofing niche, people purchase a lot of names. Simply, when we talk about the outbound. Okay.
Okay, and another question from Rajesh is domain with prefix my or the. I also don't like these words, my or the, because these are not brandable. Neither, I mean, nobody search this keyword as EMD actually. What is your thought on this? Uh, Prefixing my or the word with any domain.
No, I don't like it also. If it was just one word, okay. مثلا
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dog.com.
If it is mycompany.com, then it is good. If it is thestore.com, then it is good. Okay.
Yes.
And one question from Gauravjit Singh. I have a geo domain Dubai VIP property.com. How to find potential buyer for this domain name?
Just like I just do a few minutes back. Put Dubai VIP property, and then you will find a list of people that's you selling properties in Dubai, and then start to outreach. Simply use Google Maps.
And in detail, we are going to have another session for outreach
Yes.
as well in upcoming days, maybe in January mid. And one question from Yosef is what about celebrity name?
Celebrity names. If you buy, like for example, um, MrBeast.com, it might be some kind of cyber squad. Okay. But for me, the celebrity name is best when you look for first name, last name. Because, like, for example, MichaelJackson.com, it's not the singer who is only named Michael Jackson. There is a lot of people on the world that are named Michael Jackson. This one, these things, you are not doing cyber squatting. But when you are purchasing a name for a celebrity person, you are doing cyber squatting. It might be get sold, yes, but it might not be get sold, and you might get some problem issues.
Perfect. And Ram is asking if the buyer don't reply after asking price and some follow up also no reply. Can I call the buyer asking update to close a deal?
Yes, you can call it, and it's happened to all of us. All of us, buyer ask about the price and disappear. Even if you call him, he doesn't reply. Sometimes you need to contact him back after a few months, and he will buy the domain.
Sometimes you need to push little bit, but don't push, much actually.
Over,
I
yes.
mean, I mean, don't spam somebody. And
Yes.
another question from Rajesh is average price expected for geo domains.
The best price and my sweet spot is 250,
Mhm.
$300. So always try to sell domain from 100 to 500.
Mhm.
Okay, but sometimes you can ask for more. There is a lot of people that are buy selling domains for more than 4 figures.
And what works best in case of geodomains? Buy now lenders or contact lenders?
No, no, by now we'd make offer. Sometimes people give make offer. And sometimes people go directly and buy the domain without replying to you. And this is the kind of buyer that I love.
Mhm. Okay, and one comment from Vinesh. I think the work better over my. I sold the moderncondo.com and the moderncondos.com. Yes, I mean it. I mean in this case, it seems good. It seems like brandable domain actually. Okay. Then then
Yes,
then again, I don't prefer the and my words actually.
same for me.
See what happens with Facebook. Facebook started with the facebook.com, then they moved to facebook.com because the is not good. That word is. What do you think
Yes.
about domain businessfarm.com? Farm PHARM farm.com. What kind of customer that I have to target?
The business farm.
PHARM, pharmaceuticals farm, not FARM farm.
Ah, okay. Uh, so we need to check if farm if they have a mini, but also some companies also take this kind of keyword to the redirect for the misspelled words.
Hmm. See, for me, a domain like this, business farm, is very difficult to outreach actually. Okay. In
Yes, it's
today's
valuable.
session,
Yes.
whatever you have learned through expired domains, through GoDaddy Closeout, or through that tool, Google Ad Planner, I mean, if you use those tools, then you'll find easily outreachable domains actually. Okay. And Ram is asking best time and date to send emails that work for you. Kehel.
When people are working and they are in the office,
Yeah.
simply.
Generally, I mean, Wednesdays are best. Wednesdays are best
Yeah,
daytime.
Monday avoid Monday. Monday people are just coming from holidays and they are angry.
And another interesting question: when are you broadcasting again? I mean, another session actually.
Another
Another
session.
class.
Okay.
Very soon, very soon.
Yes.
Question from Bakir: do you think learning the negotiation skill is very important at the start, besides domaining, or it's okay to just start and time will get the skill?
Yes, the negotiation, you will learn it with the practice. Okay, you will not just read a book and then you will become a successful negotiator. Okay, you will learn it with the practice. And the most important thing, more than the negotiation, is you need to learn the closing. You need to learn how to close the deal because you negotiate and you don't close. Okay, so you need to practice to learn how to negotiate and also how to close the deals.
Hmm. See, and for me, negotiations comes at the later stage. Okay,
Hmm.
before that, you need to be polite in your email as well, and your pitch should be also good. You know, negotiations comes after those stages actually. And yes, if you want to learn negotiation skills, go and find YouTube videos. Apart from domaining,
Hmm.
negotiation skill will work anywhere in any profession, whether you are digital marketer, whether you run any company, business, or do job. You also negotiate for your salary as well. So learning negotiation skills is always good.
There is also another a book that I recommend. I started reading it, and really, it have a lot of deep things about the negotiation and the psychology. Is never split the difference. It's a book by someone who was an ex FBI negotiator. It gave a lot of good information.
Okay, one question from Naveed. Once the seller agrees to buy the domain, how to make sure in safe transaction and which platform do you use to get payments?
Okay, I will read the question again. Once the seller agrees to buy the domain, how to make sure in safe transaction, which platform to use? Okay, firstly, if you convince this person to use dan.com, it's always good because the low commission, okay? But if you see that this person doesn't trust Dan, just ask him to go directly and buy from GoDaddy because GoDaddy is trusted by everyone. So anyone can go and purchase from GoDaddy because this person needs to get safe. He will not buy the domain from you. He will buy it from another marketplace, a middleman between you and the buyer. So always help him to get more trust because it's better to get a domain sale better than losing a sale just because you want to get 5% commission from that. Okay.
Exactly. And I want to add one more thing here. I mean, Dan.com is also working these days because if you open Dan.com, there's a GoDaddy logo also on the top actually. So Dan is also working these days. And one question from Gauravjit Singh, your views on GoDaddy appraisal tool, can we rely on the pricing that appraisal tool show for outreaching potential buyers? Your thought here.
Okay, I will just read this again. Where is the question? Your views on GoDaddy appraisal tool. Can we rely that pricing? Okay, you mean that the appraiser of GoDaddy will just include it on the price negotiation? That's what I understand from this question. Yes, you can use it, no problem. But sometimes the appraisal tool give you less than 100. You will not show it to the buyer simply. So just use it when it's in your favor. If it's not, don't use it.
Exactly. And use GoDaddy appraisal tool as an indicator for your domain name. Like if you want to compare three, four domain for pricing, you can use this tool. And the Kehel rightly said that if your given price is lower than GoDaddy appraisal tool, of course, you can send your client कि hey, this GoDaddy appraisal tool is showing is this much price and I'm asking for lesser than that. You can use this tactic as well. And one question from Ram, if the buyer replies not interested, can I ask why? Yes, you can ask
Of
Ram.
course.
Again, Rajesh, how good are matching GTLDs likes Texas.rentals?
Yes, it might be get sold, but as I mentioned, the .com always is the key.
Yes, yes, yes. I also, prefer. And the question from Rajesh, do you check who is history before buying a domain?
Yes, you
Yes.
might check the who is sorry. You can also check the if this domain was already listed for sale. You can also do that. But this is some deep things. Okay, it doesn't necessarily need to do that. You can with the thing that I just shared. You can make a lot of sense. This is some deep things that you can also do. No problem.
And one question from Kareem, you can read it.
Okay, any idea for sale the domain good or not? Put the domain in auction and contact the potential buyer. Okay. Um, go to auction. The goal is sell very fast. You mean that you just include the price in the first email? Yes, it might be so. No problem. But people still do not trust you. For me, my way, I don't put price and in the first email. I always try to build the trust between me and the buyer. Okay, but this is not the topic of this session. Now we are just talking about how to find domain names. Okay,
Uh,
pitching the .com for the .net and another external website. Yes,
yes,
you
it
just
was.
yes.
Yes, it was. Uh, Adele said like he is in on the road actually. He is
Yes.
driving or something like that. No problem. We will hear him in the next session in coming
Mhm.
months. So I think time is over now.
Yes.
That's all for today, and you can join WhatsApp group. You can ask your question there as well. And since Mr. Kahel is also there to help you, and I have also shared the YouTube channel of Mr. Kahel. You can join that channel, and you can join our channel for English videos as well. Okay.
Mm.
So it was very wonderful and very insightful sessions for me as well. And you have shown us like so many tools you use to make your domaining search easy, Mr. Kahel. Like you
Mm.
have some keyword tool pre-installed with you. You have some external tools as well. So I hope you have learned, new thing from Mr. KL today, and from this series, we will do two more webinar for you in upcoming month. So thank you all for joining. Thank you, Mr. KL, for your time and wonderful slides. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay, and thank you, everyone, and see you in the next session, inshallah.